Hello everyone, welcome to today's edition of Daily Market Rundown, where we break down the key financial developments shaping the stock market and global economy as a whole. So in today's session, we'll cover the surge in oil prices due to fresh US sanctions on Iran and OPEC output cuts. Then we'll talk about the record-breaking profit growth of public sector banks. Thirdly, we'll talk about the Vodafone Idea's urgent bill of survival. And lastly, the L&T's 10% rally amid the 12,000 crore rupees of borrowings approval. So there is a lot to talk about in this video, and let's jump right in. Talking about the global oil markets, oil prices are on a rise for the second consecutive weeks as fresh US sanctions on Iran and new OPEC strategy to curb the overproduction, which has directly tightened the global supply. Brent crude futures has gained 0.2%, closing at $72 per barrel, while the WTI crude rose by 0.3%, settling at $68 per barrel. On a weekly basis, Brent climbed by 2% and WTI advanced by 1.6%. Analysts at ANZ Bank predict that Iran's oil exports could decline by 1 million barrels per day, further constraining the supply. Meanwhile, OPEC is International Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. So OPEC has announced an output cut plan involving the 7 member nations with reductions ranging from 189,000 to 435,000 barrels per day until June 2026, which is next year. This move is a part of group's broader strategy to maintain price stability after implementing total production cuts of 5.85 million barrels per day since 2022. With Iranian exports facing the additional restrictions and OPEC tightening this supply, oil traders are anticipating a more constrained market, potentially supporting the crude oil prices in coming months. However, this development could have been a negative impact on the Indian economy because higher crude oil import bills put pressure on the India's current account deficit. Now, switching our gears to public sector banks, which are proving their critics wrong. Public sector banks has delivered a stellar performance in FY24, reporting a record-breaking profits and surge in dividend payout. 12 public sector banks has collectively posted a net profit of 1.4 lakh crore rupees, a 34% jump from 1 lakh crore in FY23. Dividend payouts surged by 32% year-on-year to 27,000 crore rupees, benefiting the Indian government, which has received 18,000 crore rupees in dividend, up from 13,000 crore rupees from the last fiscal year. SBI emerged as the top performer, contributing 40% to the total public sector bank's profit with a net profit of 61 crore rupees, which is a 22% increase from the last year in FY23. Other public sector banks has also posted impressive growth, with Punjab National Bank witnessing a 2 to 8% surge in profits, Union Bank of India rising by 62%, and Bank of Maharashtra growing by 56%. All this remarkable turnaround is in a stark contrast to FY18, when public sector banks collectively reported a loss of 85,000 crore rupees approximately. Improved banking reforms, better asset quality, and good credit growth have been a key drivers of this transformation. Now let's talk of the crisis at Vodafone Idea. It's a make or break moment for the company. Vodafone Idea is making a desperate bid of survival as the CEO Akshaya Mundra has urged the Department of Telecommunications to approve the conversion of 36,000 crore rupees in dues into equity. If approved, this move could increase the government stake in Vodafone Idea from the current 22% to 49% directly, providing much needed financial relief to the struggling telecom sector. Mundra's appeal comes from the coming amid the Vodafone Idea's financial constraint, as the company is unable to provide 6,000 crore rupees to bank guarantee as or make a 5,000 crore rupees of crore cash payment related to a shortfall from the 2015. The equity conversion is a part of 2021 telecom reform package aimed at easing the Vodafone cash flow issues. However, Vodafone Idea's continues losing subscribers, incurring heavy losses, and lacking significant revenue growth prospects. Its long-term viability remains quite uncertain. The DOT's decision, DOT is the Department of Telecommunication. So DOT's decision will be a crucial factor in determining the company's fate, especially as state-owned BSNL could be prioritized for the government investments. If the company fails to secure relief, it risks losing further market share to dominant players like Jio and Airtel. Now wrapping up with the last update of L&T rally over the past 5 sessions after its board approval of 12,000 crore rupees borrowing plan to a fuel expansion. The funds will be raised through a non-convertible debentures, term loans, or other instruments to support the company's infrastructure development and growth initiatives. Companies building in factors BNF segment also secured a massive order up to 5,000 crore rupees from a brigade group to construct residential and commercial towers in Hyderabad and Chennai, marking its largest residential project from a private customer. L&T's strong order book further reinforces investor confidence with international orders standing at 62,000 crore rupees during a December quarter, comprising of 53% of total inflows. As of December 31, 2024, company's consolidated order book stood at 5,64,000 crore rupees, growing by 19% over March 2024, with 42% of orders coming from international markets. With India's infrastructure sector witnessing strong momentum backed by the government initiatives and private sector investment, L&T's ability to execute large-scale projects efficiently strengthens its market leadership and makes it a key player in India's infrastructure growth story. That's a wrap up for today's market rundown. From surging oil prices to PSU banks, record-breaking profits to Vodafone Idea's survival battle and L&T's market rally. There is a plenty of the updates that are shaping the markets. Stay tuned for more such updates and let us know which story caught your attention the most.